Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome back to my channel. I'm picking that because you've clicked on this video, you'd like to learn a few simple tips and tricks to looking longer and leaner. Now, it's really not that hard, and the best bit is that it really is only a few simple, tiny changes that you can make to your outfits, and they will make a huge difference. Many stylists refer to illusion dressing, and in a nutshell, all it basically is tweaking your outfits and some of the pieces that you're wearing to give the illusion of something else. Now, these are usually really simple tweaks, but they make a very big difference. So in today's video, I'm sharing my favorite illusion dressing secrets to give the illusion of you looking taller and leaner. I'd also like to say a big thank you to the team at YesStyle for sponsoring today's video. Now, when YesStyle made contact with me, I've got to admit I'd not heard of the website before, but it's basically a Hong Kong-based fashion and beauty website, and they sell all sorts of really cool stuff. So they invited me to pick out a few pieces to try for myself. I'm wearing one of the oversized vests today that I picked out. What I specifically picked from the website were some Korean fashion pieces. Now, there's always been so much hype online about Korean beauty, so I thought that I would actually see what the Korean fashion was like as well. There were some really cool options, and I've kind of styled a few of the pieces that I picked out just to show you how I would wear them and what they look like. The team has also given me a 10% discount code for you, and that is simply Leonie10, and you'll save 10% off any order over $49 US. I'll leave a link to YesStyle in the description box below so you can click on that, go and take a look, and if you see anything you like, obviously take advantage of my discount code. But here are some of the items that I picked up, and I wanted to show you how I styled them. Oh, also one thing I should mention too is that the sizing is pretty true to size. I was thinking that the sizing may be a little bit on the smaller end of the scale, but it's actually not. It's true to size. So I supersized some of my pieces because I was thinking that they may be a little snug. So they're not, they're true to size. Luckily, I like really oversized pieces and they work for me, but here's what I picked out. First up is this oversized knitted vest that I'm wearing in today's video, and I've just teamed it with some wide leg black pants that I've owned for a very long time, and my Converse platform trainers, which I have talked about a lot here lately, and I am just living in them at the moment. I'm just wearing them all the time, but I love this knitted vest. As I said, it's slightly oversized, and I've been wearing it on its own like this, and also with a t-shirt and a white button-up underneath. I find it super versatile. We're heading into winter now here in New Zealand, and I wanted a lightweight jacket, and this one fitted the bill. I love the fact that it's just a really easy to wear khaki color, and the collar's asymmetric, which just kind of adds a little bit of interest. It's obviously not fitted, and it just kind of goes with everything. So it's a really handy piece, and it's really beautifully made as well. Next up is this oversized sweatshirt, and I absolutely love it. I loved the two-tone sleeves, having a different colored sleeve, and that really lovely detailing around the neckline just made it super interesting. I've been teaming it with this skirt, and I've also just been wearing it with jeans as well. I really love beanies in the winter, so I picked up this beanie, and I love the fact that it's not too fitted. It's got enough sort of slouch in it with a cute little pom-pom, and fun fact, the pom-pom comes off really easily, which is kind of handy too, because sometimes you just don't want to be all pom-pommed up. So it is just a really good little basic for winter, which is fast approaching. There's clearly a bit of an oversized theme going on at the moment, because I also picked up this oversized sweatshirt, and I just love these. I always have one, and it's something that I wear all the time. The other thing that I do with these is I use them around my waist. I never like seeing my butt when I'm wearing leggings, and I also like the arms kind of hanging down, because then that also disguises your inner thigh, which I don't know, I just don't like seeing that either, but this one is lovely. And
I grabbed a couple of these little fine earrings. I've got this thing for dainty earrings at the moment and wearing non-matching earrings, and so I grabbed a couple of different options here, and I think they're all fun.
One of the things we generally tend to do if we're carrying a little bit more weight, we often go for items that are oversized and boxy. Now, I understand why they make us feel comfortable, but covering up in oversized pieces isn't generally the way to make you feel longer and leaner, which is why I always say try tucking things in. Now, I know tucking in can be a little bit confronting at times, but even just a simple half tuck breaks up the volume and breaks up your outfit and gives you a little bit of shape. And just in doing that, it tends to also give the illusion of your legs being longer than they are. So maybe not a full tuck, but even at least a little side half tuck is actually going to make a huge difference. The other thing we can instantly do to look a little longer is by wearing V-necks. Now, V-necks are great if you've got a fuller bust as well, but what a V-neck does is it draws the eye down your body, and it also helps to give the illusion of your torso being actually longer than it perhaps is. Just think about it next time. You might be putting on a crew neck t-shirt and you feel a little bit sort of frumpy, or you feel just not great. Try swapping that out for a V-neck tee or a V-neck top or a button down, because that will instantly give you that illusion of length, especially in your torso. And generally it does, it'll minimize a fuller bust and just make you feel a little more longer and leaner. There's another trick that I often see referred to as column dressing, and essentially this is giving the illusion of a long, lean column. And the way this is done is by choosing tailored pieces that don't have a lot of shape to them. So essentially they're nice, form-fitting tailored pieces. So long skirts that don't necessarily flare out or add extra volume. They're long, simple, plain skirts. So it's all about creating long, simple, column-like lines that really do tend to create that illusion of a long, lean column. And this is not a look that we tend to generally naturally gravitate towards, because we're often told about proportions, and if you wear something a little more fitted on top, you can opt for something a little bit more flowy down below. But this is sort of bringing that back and just choosing two pieces that very much are in the same kind of style. So therefore you are creating that long column-like unbroken line, which really helps. And talking about unbroken line, the other thing that you can do, and I'm sure you've heard this before, is monochrome dressing, and that is essentially wearing the same color top to toe. So whether you love an all black outfit or an all blue or red or whatever the color may be, if you wear that color top to toe, and I do mean top to toe, so shoes as well, so top, skirt, pants, shoes as well, and that will really create a lengthening look. And speaking of shoes, shoes can also really help too. So opt for more of a sort of a pointed style toe. It doesn't have to be super pointy, but anything that just kind of takes the eye down the body, and a pointed shoe will do that. It basically draws the eye from the top all the way down and it lengthens it further. Anything that sort of cuts you off flat at the front of the foot is also going to sort of chop you off, and that is never really a flattering look. So if you are going for a lengthening, creating an illusion of a leaner, longer look, then definitely try and opt for shoes that are a little bit more pointed through the toe. And when it comes to shoes, and boots in particular, what I tend to suggest is either wearing ankle boots or really high over the knee or really high knee boots, because anywhere in between, again, does cut you off, and it does tend to shorten the look of your legs, and it doesn't do anything to actually lengthen your body. So essentially it's an extreme of short ankle boots or long knee or over the knee boots to give you that lengthening appearance as well. And my third footwear tip is basically neutral footwear. So again, if you have a statement shoe, that will break you up at the foot. So that will create a sort of a line where your outfit ends and your footwear begins. So if you're wanting that illusion of length, you don't want that line to be broken. You want it to be a seamless line that the eye is naturally drawn down. So opt for neutral shoes, and they will help you to avoid that sort of stark contrast, which can be a little bit too much, and it can just distract the eye and break up that continuous line. This one is a bit of a no-brainer, and you would have heard of it before, but vertical lines are definitely going to give the illusion of lengthening. And I'm sure you've probably seen videos and you've read articles about, yes, you can wear horizontal stripes and they're not going to make you look bigger. There is an argument for that, but vertical stripes will most definitely make you look longer and leaner. So if you are juggling and trying to decide which type of stripe you would wear, if you are really wanting to look longer and leaner, the vertical stripes will actually do that. Now, I've come under fire in videos before for saying this, but I am going to say it again because it is a really important tip. And if you do want to look longer and leaner, steer clear of capri pants, because what happens with capri pants is that they cut you off at what is generally the widest part of our leg, which is our mid-calf. And again, if you are wanting that lengthening look, you don't want your legs to sort of be cut off and the eye to be drawn to that area. So wherever any item finishes on your body, that is where the eye will be drawn and it will cut you there. So that sort of flies in the face of our whole push towards creating lengthening, unbroken lines down the body. So capri pants are a big no for me if it is your intention to look longer and leaner. If you want your legs to look longer, capri pants are not going to do that for you. They may be comfortable and they may be something that you can just throw on and you feel good in, but if you specifically want your legs to look longer, capri pants have got to go. You can also take advantage of wearing prints to elongate your body. Now, you do have to be careful though, because the size of the print really matters. So really small micro prints are going to give the illusion of length, whereas larger, fuller prints are going to make you appear a little shorter and rounder, and that is just what prints do. I'll never forget the day that I had a lovely woman in a change room. We tried on 2 dresses. One was in a large print that she absolutely loved. I asked her to try on a similar dress in a much smaller print, and the difference in terms of what it did to her confidence and her look and feel in that outfit was just amazing. And she ended up opting for the dress with the smaller print because it just made her look longer and leaner, and that is what she was wanting to do. Even though she loved the big, sort of fuller, larger print, she could see that that actually just wasn't the most flattering look to get what she wanted out of the session. So it was a really interesting way to just put 2 very similar dresses together, have the same person try them on, and the difference was extreme. You've probably heard this one before as well, but dark colors also do tend to be obviously slimming, but they can also give the illusion of length as well, so especially if you wear them top to toe. And last but not least is not wearing things that are too tight for you, because if something is super fitted, you're going to see every little lump and bump and every curve of your body, and often that is not going to be the most flattering look as well. Obviously, if that's what you're wanting to do, that's great, but in terms of lengthening and giving that illusion, it won't do that. So fitted, yes, but skimming the body, not super tight hugging the body is what we're looking for. Anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, I'd love you to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.